Yeah, fuck it. We'll go live just a minute ahead or so. Why not? Why not? Just waiting for viewers to come in. So we've had our intermission. Just got done watching, Lone Wolf McQuade. Had a fantastic time revisiting that movie. And now we're watching another one of my favorites, Invasion USA. Again, I have the Blu-ray for it, but for copyright purposes, I threw my DVD in. So here is the both of them right there. Invasion USA, Blu-ray DVD. So yeah, just got done watching Lone Wolf McQuade, had an intermission, and I'm gonna plug our stream for tomorrow again. The one that I'm doing over at my buddy's my buddy's Dan's Movie Cave. Yeah, a lot of S's. Dan's Movie Cave. We're doing a Chuck Norris tribute live stream tomorrow. Myself, Carlos, and of course Dan. Gonna throw the link for that stream in the chat. Should be there. And as I'm waiting for a couple of people to come out, I see that Mike, USR1 Retros here. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Great choice for Chuck's birthday, indeed. Yes, couldn't have asked for a better double feature, right? Chuck Lone McQuade and Invasion USA. So I'm just gonna play that trailer again for tomorrow's stream. Again, I just dropped the link for it. I'm gonna play that trailer again, and then we're gonna go into Invasion USA. So here's the trailer for the Chuck Norris stream tomorrow on Dan's Movie Cave.
You're not so tough.
My turn to teach.
So there you guys have it. That was the trailer once again for tomorrow's stream. I'm just gonna set the layout at the TV. There is a little bit of the frame covered by my ring light, which of course I use to give myself a little bit of light. Otherwise, I would be sitting here in darkness. Yeah, so we had the intermission. Filled up my glass with sherry coke. Now that I'm downstairs in the living room, it permits me to smoke here because I said to myself I'm not going to smoke in the movie room because of all the collectibles and stuff. So I don't smoke there. But now that I have the family room here, I can do whatever, really. So yeah, let's welcome in some people. We have Al Lucar here. Hey Al, How's it going? Happy Chuck Day indeed. Yeah, happy 84th birthday once again to Chuck Norris. Not that he watches, but I'm sure he has better things to do. Franz Sanchez, yeah, he joined me on the Lone Wolf McQuade stream. Welcome for the Invasion USA one, Franz. Yeah, Mike already said hello. Hey, Mike. Russell is back. Hey, Russ. Good to see you once again. It's been a while. No, not really. You're taking away some. Yeah, maybe. He's going live in 10 minutes, isn't he? Yeah. Do watch Gareth's stream as well. I mean, obviously, I don't mean to steal his audience or whatever, but yeah. This is a great movie for my child. Yes, I loved it. This is, just that poster alone, right? I mean, I wish I had that poster on my wall. I really have to get a poster of it someday. It's an awesome one. Welcome back, by the way. All the Good Names Are Taken podcast. 29 when I first watched it. Oh, I was. Don't even want to admit it, but I was 13 or something. I saw a lot of these movies when I was way too young to be fair, but he's drinking Sherry Coke as well. There we go. So, yeah, today's movie, tonight's second movie is a Canon film. So you know what that means. It's time for the good old Canon logo. That brings back so much nostalgia, right? Anyway, let's hit play on Invasion USA, shall we? So if you all got your copies synced up or people watching this on playback, this is the point where we hit play on the movie. So 3, 2, 1, there we go. Probably get copyright or something here before the movie, or do we get, we get straight into the MGM logo, and yeah, it's immediately into the film. There we go. So yeah, Invasion USA, what a great movie. There's the Canon logo for realsies. Yeah, you are able to see it. Like I said, the ring light is a little bit in the way, but maybe that helps with copyright. Maybe it will be harder for them to catch it. So you can still see the movie, so I think it's good. Pop into VT stream for a bit. Yeah, I'll probably. I was gonna say I'll probably pop in and say hi, but again, I don't have my devices and my phone's recording the TV, and this is my tablet, so I should get a second phone to say hi to some people on other streams when I do live. So yeah, so many memories. I know, right? It's Delta Force is probably still my favorite, but Invasion is a close second. Yes, I love Delta Force as well. I could have easily have picked that one for the double bill as well, but maybe some other time. Maybe Chuck deserves a month. Ooh, that would be something. Already covered two of his greatest, but there's still plenty to cover for if I do a Chuck Norris month. So, oh yeah, we start with Cuban refugees. What is this? The start of Scarface? on a boat coming over to Florida. Yeah. Yeah, this was 2 years after Scarface. I wonder if it maybe, yeah, probably coincidence, but the only man ever to make double denim look good. Yes, I should have some of his special action jeans, as I think they were called, which they were jeans with a lot of stretch in them, so he could do his kicks. I mean, the jeans that I'm wearing right now doesn't have any stretch. If I tried a high kick, I would probably land flat on my ass. But yeah. Alucard saying, I still say wave the dragon fights with Chuck and Bruce's spine. Oh, yes, that is a fantastic fight. We did talk about that earlier on the Lone Wolf McQuade stream. I'll probably have to lower the audio, by the way, of the TV. It's a little loud. There we go. Yeah, it's a great fight. That's, like I said, when I was a kid, I saw that. That was the scene that always stuck with me until I, in my later years, I revisited the movie again. But I remember watching it on TV as a kid, that scene, the Coliseum fight. It's fantastic. Happy birthday to one of the greatest action stars of all time, Chuck Norris, says Salvatore Spano. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Please feel free to correct me if I got that wrong. But welcome, Salvatore. Always good to see you as well. He always brings up some great recommendations. He's really into his B action movies and a lot of great action movies as well. But yeah. He knows his action stuff is the point I'm trying to make. But again, a lot of people in this chat here do, so You're in great company. We're all in great company. Yeah, same for Russell. Delta Force 2. Yeah, I love Delta Force 2. I prefer the first one, but I love Delta Force 2. I did rewatch that again recently because tomorrow we're doing a big Chuck Norris stream, so I'm trying to watch all of his movies again. And that's the reason I decided to do these two watch parties. I was like, yeah, tonight I'm going to watch Invasion USA and Lone Wolf McQuade. And I figured, since I have nothing really better to do, I might as well invite you all to watch the damn film with me, right? So here we are. This is pretty much what I would have done on my Sunday night, but no, I got you guys along for the ride. Sought VT rather have Chuck. I'm not taking anything away from Gareth. I mean, even though he's dubbed me as Nemesis, I still love the guy. He's great. Done so many fantastic live streams, so many great work on his channel. Bruce tore a clump of hair. Yes, that funny that you mentioned that. Like I remember like the whole sort of Coliseum fight in its entirety, but that's specifically the part that I always remember. There's like a strand of chest. Well, strand. It was more than a strand, but like a huge sort of chunk of his chest hair being pulled by Bruce. I always, for some reason, remember that scene, that bit in particular. So yeah. Oh yeah, we of course, as I was talking over, we have missed the introduction there. There he is to Richard Lynch, fantastic bad guy in this one. Sort of a Rutger Hauer light, I always call him because he looks a lot like Rutger Hauer. But still in his own right, a great character actor, great villain actor. He was great in Scarecrow with Pacino, by the way. He plays another nasty prick in that one. Also a memorable guest spot on a episode of the A Team. I remember him from. I think it's season 3 or season 4, one of the two. He had a great guest spot there on the A Team, which I should mention again. It's my favorite TV show. I love the A Team. Yes, so funny indeed with the chest hair. Oh, there it is, Invasion USA, starring Richard Lynch. Hey, we're starring Chuck Norris. So I guess Chuck Norris was above the title. Yeah, this is a great opening. Oh, there he is, the man himself, with his great long hair, denim combo there, denim vest and denim jeans, of course. I hear the great music there in the background, which I should mention. The Invasion USA music, it's recycled a lot in canon films. I was watching Missing in Action 3 earlier, and they even use the Invasion USA themes in that as well. They also reuse it in Assassination with Bronson, and they reuse it again in Death Wish 4 as well. So the Invasion USA is pretty much the canon anthem in some ways. Oh, there he is, the hair flowing in the wind there on the what is the Everglades in Florida, right? The with the hovercraft boat thingy, whatever it's called. I don't know the name for it. Screenplay by James Bruno and Chuck Norris. So Chuck Norris did screenplay on this one, yeah. Story by Aaron Norris, yeah, his brother. Yeah, he has one of the coolest names in action movie history in this one, doesn't he? Matt Hunter. Matt fucking Hunter. It's right up there with Marion Cobretti and Mason Storm and yeah, John Rambo, of course, John Matrix. It's a great hero action movie hero name. Yeah, it's right up there. Delta Force Invasion USA Missing Action Trilogy, especially, yeah, especially number 3. Firewalker, Hero, and the Terror Force Vengeance examples are some of my favorites. Yeah, I love all of them. Love all of them. Like I said, I rewatched the Missing Action Trilogy over the weekend as well. Love them films. Richard Lynch is a terrifying bad guy, shoots people in the dick. Yes, he does. Yeah. And Jim is back again. Welcome back, Jim. Jim's movie channel. Hello again. Invasion USA is my favorite Norse film, and it's not even close. Yeah, it's my second favorite. And I tell you, after this watching, I might change my mind because it's always a battle between Lone Wolf and Invasion USA for me for favorite. It depends on what day of the week you ask me, to be fair. Yeah, I love this one. Richard Lynch, yeah, and Laid to Rest. Yeah, he's always been great, hasn't he? Yeah. Lynch always reminds me of Rutger. So does Steven Burkoff. Steven Burkoff. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, Steven Burkoff, another great 80s villain. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 1 and Rambo 2 and Octopussy. Avenging Force was meant to be a sequel, yes, indeed. Oh, welcome, by the way, Man of Action. I think first time viewer of the channel. I could be wrong, but yeah, welcome. Yeah, Avenging Force with Michael Dudikoff. Great film, by the way. He also plays Matt Hunter. Supposed to have starred Chuck, but he didn't do it. So yeah, but it's a great film. I do recommend Avenging Force. It's a great canon classic as well. Only Chuck can pull off that much denim. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there it is. Mullet flapping in the breeze. Yeah, we had that bit. What an awesome intro. I love this freaking film. Oh yeah, Michael might have beat me to it, but yeah, it was in Death Wish 4 as well, the Invasion USA music, yeah, by Jay Chataway, which is copyright free, which is why I've been able to use it in a trailer and use it in the stream. Well, I'm not going to jinx it, but it's copyright free as of yet, as of this moment. Lynch was seriously coked out while filming this, and Sword and Sorcerer. Love that guy. Yeah, I love Lynch. Like I said, he's done so many great things. But again, another one I do recommend, I mentioned earlier, Scarecrow with Pacino. He's not in Scarecrow a lot, but when he does, when he's in there, damn, is he memorable? He's one of the most memorable parts of that movie, for sure. Invasion USA, Delta Force, Missing in Action 2, Lone Wolf McQuade, Hellbound, all classic movies, yes. I still have to see Hellbound. It's on YouTube. I'm going to watch it tomorrow before the Chuck Norris stream. I'm going to try and fit it in for sure, yeah, as well as The Hitman. I'm going to watch that again. Yeah. Missing in Action 2, I rewatched earlier tonight, yeah. Might be my favorite Missing in Action. I know that film is, a lot of people consider it the weakest of the three, but for me, it's my favorite to be. I really love the POW aspect of the film. Wanted Dead or Alive, Rutger Hauer and Gene Simmons as a sequel. Yeah, it's based on the Steve McQueen series, isn't it? The Western series he did back in the late 50s, early 60s, if I got that right. Yeah, I think Dudikoff was still called Matt Hunter. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Matt Hunter was the character name in Avenging Force. Lynch certainly liked dabbling in LSD. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love those two films as well. Yeah, I might slightly prefer Hero and the Terror. I always thought I might have preferred Silent Rage, but after rewatching them recently, sort of in quick succession, I really had a freaking blast again with Hero and the Terror. It's pretty much Silent Rage, but then the canon version. I mean, you know how much I love my canon films. So, oh yeah, there, Billy Drago, also in Hero and the Terror, coincidentally, and Delta Force 2 with Chuck. Billy Drago, always a great villain as well. I mean, most memorable, definitely The Untouchables, as Frank Nitti, the guy in the white suit. Your friend died screaming like a stuck Irish pig. I remember that scene. Oh, it's great. Also, really like Delta Force. Oh yeah, Code of Silence. Yeah, if I can, I'll sneak that one in as well tomorrow before the stream. But definitely going to watch Hitman and Hellbound. But yeah, Code of Silence is one that deserves a rewatch as well. I do love that film as well. So. Burkoff looks just like Rutger if you concentrate on his face. Oh, I'll have to pay attention next time I see a film with Burkoff. That's for sure. I'll keep that in mind for the next time I watch a film with him. Benny Hill did a sketch in the 80s called The B Team. he played Mr. T with brown makeup. No, they wouldn't get away with that now. Definitely not. Grew up with Benny Hill, yeah. I do like Benny Hill. Chuck Norris is one of my favorite action stars as well as actors next to Arnold, Stallone, Van Damme, Seagal, Speakman, Dudikoff, and many others. Yes, you got great taste indeed. I love all them guys. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, The Hitman is the last good Chuck Norris film. It's definitely one of the last greatest ones for sure. I mean, it was around that time when he moved on to television with Walker, Texas Ranger, wasn't it? And then in the early 2000s, he did a couple of straight-to-video TV movies, whatever they were. And then, of course, 2012, the last role to date in The Expendables 2, which was a great role. I did like seeing him in that film. And yeah, apparently, there we go. Yeah, he shot Billy Drago in the dick. Ruthless bastard. But apparently Chuck is doing a new movie, which is apparently he's working on. So who knows? Maybe we'll get to see that soon. Bad Dreams doing a Freddy impression. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lynch was great in Bad Dreams. Yeah, Drago buys it too soon. Yeah, he's already dead. Yeah, I barely mentioned him and he's dead already. Yeah, he was awesome in The Untouchables. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, Missing in Action in the beginning. That's the second one, which was supposed to be the first one, but Canon changed it around because they thought the first one was more action packed, which it is, admittedly. But again, for me, Missing Action 2 is still my favorite. Or Missing Action, the beginning. That's Russell type there. Most 80s death ever a girl having a coke tube slammed up her nose. Yes, only in the 80s. Well, not only, but pretty much exclusively in the 80s, right? Jim as Frank Nitti. Jim. Which Jim is this? Jim's movie. Yeah, this is in reference to Billy Drago. Yes, Frank Nitti in The Untouchables. Yeah, great movie. So Forest War, yeah, that's one I'm avoiding like the plague because I've heard so many terrible things about it. Even Carlos Eastwood for Life fan said, "Well, you better stay away from that one because it's terrible." Yeah. Chuck has now outlived Bronson. Yes, Chuck is 84, and Bronson would have been 103 this year, 104, if he was still alive. So yeah, Chucky B, Chuck Bronson was older than Chuck Norris, that's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, Norris is still around. Norris is still around, still looking great for his age. Yeah, doing a new movie, which very excited for, to be honest. But I'm not too excited for many things nowadays. But if Chuck Norris comes back, that's going to be at least something worth watching for sure. So. Been clean and sober for 34 years, half of our life. That's very good, Russell. Very good. Yeah. I never touched drugs or whatever, or never been a heavy drinker. I drink occasionally some alcohol. I'm a whiskey guy. I like a good glass of scotch now and then, but other than that, I'm not a heavy drinker. Never touched drugs, so that's good. Very good, Russell. Never like sidekicks either. He just didn't work in family movies for me. Yeah, sidekicks again. I mentioned it on the previous stream on the Lone with McQuade one. It's one I really have to check out. It's one that escaped me. I think he does parody a lot of his famous movies, and I think there's a Hitman parody and Missing Action parody and stuff in there. It would be worth checking out for those, but I'm not expecting great things. But a lot of people do seem to have a bit nostalgia for it, so it's one I'm gonna give a fair chance soon. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Sherry Coke from Pepsi, Pepsi Max Zero Sugar. Yeah, sherry flavored Coke. Which usually I don't go for the sugar-free stuff. But actually, this one, it doesn't taste too bad. Usually, I can always tell if the sugar is missing in soft drinks, right? But with this one, I gotta say that it tastes pretty good. Only thing I'm addicted to is cigarettes. That's my big flaw. I'm trying to give it up and trying to switch to cigars regularly. And now what I do, I smoke cigarettes and cigars. Yeah. Delta Force 2 is my second favorite Chuck Norris movie. That lesson scene is so legendary. Yes, it is a great fight scene, isn't it? It's especially a great payoff to that scene. It's so pretty brutal. I drink occasionally, but I'm a pothead. Yeah, I don't have problems too much with pot. I mean, obviously, I'm Dutch. You know, pot is pretty much the thing that we're famous for, along with the red light district and our wooden shoes and stuff, right? Even though nobody in the Netherlands wears wooden shoes, but and the windmills and the tulips. Yeah, obviously, weed is semi sort of legal here. To be honest, I've smoked, you know, once or twice. I smoked it, but I never really got into it. Never really sort of grabbed me. Had a sort of weird effect on me. So I'm not I'm not a pothead, but I don't have problems with people that are. So if that makes sense. Never touch any of the hard stuff though. That's not. Yeah. Still love our weed since I went to Woodstock 16 at 30. Oh, that must have been so awesome, Russell. I bet you have a great story or two about that, don't you? Yes, Woodstock. That might explain the quality of my videos sometimes. They're still great, entertaining, unwatchable. So, yeah. If anything, they might add to it. So, yeah. Data Force 2 had Drago with a seagull ponytail. Yes, that's right. That's right. which coincidentally I cut my ponytail off. It was bothering me too much. Always like sort of flicking the ponytail. I cut it off, so I'm now down to about neck length with the hair. So I cut off the ponytail that I had, but yeah, it'll be back soon, I'm sure, because my hair grows so fast. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the dream sequence, isn't it? But yeah, there's a lot of bazooka action in this movie, which is fantastic. And there, Richard Lynch has a one-way sort of disposable rocket launcher, which he uses without reloading in this film a lot, which is one of the famous goofs for this movie. But again, it's an '80s action movie. I really don't, I'm not too bothered by stuff like that. I mean, I know it's a wacky, over the top, Chuck Norris action movie. I'm not expecting hyper realism. If this was like a film like that were advertising that they were being realistic or whatever, I would have been like, you're advertising this film as realistic, but then you have a one-way disposable rocket launcher being used without reloading. Yeah, yeah. It's time to die. There's the famous line, and this is of course from the dream sequence, from the nightmare sequence. Tell Rostov it's time to die. And I love, not to get too far ahead, but I love the ending when he said it's time, and you have a little slow motion going on, and he goes like, when he, I love that. Great way for a villain to go out. Oh yeah, this is the comment I was at. The tube slam and both dick blasts were cut. Ooh, they were. Excuse me, a little burp there. Hope you didn't hear that too much. Dick blasts were all cut from the UK version. Some of the bits where he stabs the dude's hand. Ooh, damn! I really hate it when they do that. The BBFC, right? They have a big thing for cutting movies. I mean, yeah. What's the point? I mean, people are gonna get the uncut version somewhere anyway. So yeah, I get maybe back in the '80s it was a bit tougher, but nowadays, yeah. Go to Silence feels so much like Seagal's Above the. Yeah, it really is similar. That's very true. And by the way, Above the Law for us in Europe and in the UK, we know it as Nico. But yeah, it's Above the Law in the US. I have to run, everybody, but I enjoy my time with you and keep up the great work. Happy birthday, Chuck. Oh yeah, thanks, Jim. Have a good one. Thanks for joining for both of them so far, and yeah, have a great remainder of your weekend. And hope to see you maybe tomorrow for the big Chuck Norris stream with my two buddies Dan and Carlos. Have a good one, sir. Yeah, Mike was ahead of me on the quote. It's time. Yeah. I do like that aspect, by the way, of the film where obviously there's been history between Matt Hunter and um, what's his face, Lynch. I do like how Lynch has nightmares of Chuck Norris, which again it leads into the Chuck Norris memes, doesn't it? Where like even the boogeyman checks under his bed before going to sleep for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is the stuff of nightmares. Yeah, Code of Silence is pretty much like an Above the Law again, aka Nico prequel. Yeah, definitely. Very similar. I mean, Chicago based, similar bad guy. I mean, Henry Silva's the bad guy in both of them. Yeah, I did always see that as sort of a companion piece or twin film to Above the Law with Seagal, or vice versa. That they make great. They would make for a great double bill. Oh, that's a great idea. A Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal double bill with Code of Silence and Nico, aka Above the Law. I smell a future watch party. Oh yeah, Jim Russell has just subbed to, if I can talk, Jim's channel. Yeah, awesome. Chuck is basically no character. Yeah, he's just Chuck Norris. He's just Chuck Norris. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about the pet. What is it? An armadillo. And here we got a great action scene. I think Canon spent a pretty decent amount of money on this one. This is one of the highest budgeted Canon films, if I remember that correctly. Along with, like, I think Death Wish 3 got a pretty good penny of dollars thrown at it. In 1985 was a great year, man. That's the year of action movies, right? Let's try off the top of my head go through all the action films of the 80s, or at least the most memorable and known ones. Commando, Rambo 2, Invasion USA, Death Wish 3, Rocky 4. I think some people put under action. There is, of course, fighting, and so I would count it. I feel like I'm missing some already, but those are the definitely the most prominent ones. Oh, Missing in Action too was '85 as well. Yeah, yeah, definitely for Cannon and for Sly and for Arnie, it was a great year, 1985. That's for sure. That's for sure. See you, Jim. Have a good one. Most of Chuck's movies were cut in the UK. Sidekicks had a lot of nunchucks. Oh yes, of course. The BBFC have a lot of issues with nunchucks. Yeah, can't watch a uncut Bruce Lee film in the UK because the, the the nunchucks are cut. Yeah, it's just up to USR1. Yeah, to Mike. The guy that comes to see Chuck at night is Travolta's brother from Saturday Night Fever. Oh yes, I forgot about that. But yeah, to be fair, I've only seen Saturday Night Fever once, pretty while ago. Um, Not as good as. Um, oh yeah, Saturday Night. Yeah. I was confusing with Staying Alive, the sequel by Stallone. But yeah, I was gonna say Staying Alive is not as good as Saturday Night Fever. But yeah, Saturday Night Fever is amazing. Um, I do have to rewatch that one again. I love the Bee Gees soundtrack there. Love the Bee Gees. Period. I'm a Bee Gees fan. Oh, I do love this the Everglades action scene here with the boats. Yeah, we could have done with a few more alligators. I would say because I know there's a lot of alligators there in them swamps and in the rivers there and stuff. Similar to Louisiana, New Orleans, the Bayou. It's one of the things I always love when I play a video game that sort of takes place in a fictionalized Miami or in a fictionalized New Orleans. You always have to be careful in the bayou areas in those games for the alligators. Yes, you are correct, Michael. I was going to bring that up because I did do a little bit of homework before this. I read the trivia pages of this movie. Yeah, Chuck did want was really pushing for Whoopi Goldberg for the reporter role, but director Joseph Zito was against it, and apparently it led to a fallout between them, and that's why he never worked with Joseph Zito again. I think Joseph Zito was originally going to do Missing in Action 3, but obviously because of their dispute on this film, it didn't happen. So yeah, but Chuck was really advocating for Whoopi Goldberg. We were very correct about that. Might as well refill it since I have the bottle with me. My throat was running very dry in the previous stream. Definitely have to keep it. Definitely have to keep the drinks flowing. Because I do a lot of talking on these streams. So this is definitely, I mean, it's not only a Chuck Norris favorite of mine, it's also a Cannon film favorite of mine for sure. It's this is what I love the most about Cannon is all of their action output. You know, their Chuck Norris vehicles, their Charles Bronson vehicles, their you name it. You know, Cobra was a Cannon film, even though Warner Brothers had something to do with it as well. But Over the Top is a Cannon film. That's pretty much what their bread and butter for me is the action films from Cannon. Always the ninja films, of course. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the ninja films. Ninja Free the Domination, undisputed masterpiece. Love Ninja Free the Domination. What's not to love about The Exorcist meets Flashdance meets Ninja movie, right? I freaking love that film. But yeah, I mean, Invasion USA is definitely one of my favorite canon films as well, along with Bloodsport, Over the Top, Cobra, Cyborg. I have a soft spot for Masters of the Universe, to be fair. Yeah, Missing in Action. So many to choose. I've been trying to push Carlos and Dan to do a canon film stream. I think that's going to happen in the future as well. I've been really sort of saying like we have to do a canon film stream. That would be awesome. So anyway, let's get back to some comments. Yeah, I do love Frank Stallone and Barfa. He had a cool role in that, and yeah, some cool fight scenes with Mickey Rourke. Yeah, I agree. Loved Whoopi in the film Fatal Beauty with Brad Dourif. Yeah, that's a good film. That's a good film. That's a good role of hers. Did like that one. Not the biggest Whoopi fan, but you know she's okay. Any UK video with Frank Stallone had Stallone in massive. Oh yes. Yeah, I see what you. Yeah, it's because yeah, tricking people into thinking it's Sly. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. Is there a bit of nudity here in this scene? I think it's too blurry for you guys to see anyway, with the ring lights being in the frame. Oh no, this chick is just in a bikini, isn't she? Oh wait. Oh no, it's. Yeah. I thought it was her on the bottom, but I have to be careful with nudity because that's the stuff that is gonna kill the stream. Yeah, another great thing about Canon and 80 films is you always get some TNA. Well, most of the times anyway. Ninja 3 was like every Canon theme crammed into one. Yes, and I freaking love it. It's like it's in one way or another, it's like the perfect Canon film, isn't it? It's the quintessential Canon film. Yeah, it's fantastic. That's another one that really should have a watch party in the future. I think so many ideas for watch parties, so little time. Oh wait, oh no, she's still in the bikini. We're still good. I just can't remember with these films if they get their tops off or not. I don't think she does. Yeah, she's. They're about to get killed. Yeah, there you go. Oh, she's a good screamer. But that came out wrong. She could be a scream queen. She had a good scream. That's what I was going for. Yeah. Indeed, Too Bad Norris and Bronson were never in the same film. Indeed, but they were supposed to be. And yeah, the Delta Force. They talk about that in my Lone with McQuade watch party earlier. But yeah, I did get a picture of the two of them, which is taken at a Canon Films event or a sort of official function or whatever. But yeah, there's the two Chucks together. Imagine if they shared the screen in a movie. That would have been I can only dream about it, sadly, but it would have been fantastic. So an old spy spoof, yeah, spy spoof, yeah, film with Chuck where he's a bodyguard, but he does not say a word. Would that be Slaughter of San Francisco? Because I heard he's not in that a lot, but you'll have to let me know if you find the title of that one. Be curious about that one. Only weird thing in Ninja 3 was the tomato. Yes, that was pretty weird, wasn't it? Yeah. There's the invasion scene. God, I love these movies. I effing love these movies. A canon stream definitely has to happen in the future. Enter the Ninja was bad. Was so bad it's great. But yeah, Franco Nero badly dubbed. Yes, I really wish that was Franco Nero's own voice. That he did his own voice, but yeah, sadly they dubbed him with a very generic and awful voice. Yeah, but I do like Enter the Ninja. The second one is great as well. Revenge of the Ninja with, of course, all three had Sho Kosugi in them, but the second one was really the Sho Kosugi show. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would have been so awesome. The two Chucks together. Similarly, I wish Chuck Norris or Charles, well, Chuck as well, but I wish Charles Bronson did a film with Clint Eastwood as well. The two of them on the screen would have been fantastic. A Death Wish, Dirty Harry crossover or whatever. Oh. And yeah, again, Chuck Norris and Clint together would also have been very awesome. Well, Code of Silence was supposed to be a Dirty Harry film originally. I do know that is a Clint Eastwood Chuck Norris connection. Code of Silence was supposed to be a Dirty Harry film. I think instead of Sudden Impact, it was supposed to be like I think it was one of the scripts for the fourth Dirty Harry film. But yeah, Clint didn't really feel the script, so it went to Chuck, and it was turned into Code of Silence. Norris was also I did not know about Death Wish 3. That is well, that's why I love all the great people here in the chat. Oh, there's always you always think right that you know a lot of stuff, but there's always somebody that knows more. It's fantastic. I always get to learn a little bit. So yeah, Death Wish 3. I did not know that. That is very interesting. Oh, it's a Matt Helm film. Ah, is it? Oh wait, is it? It's not. Oh, what's the Wrecking Crew or? Yeah, it's the Wrecking Crew with Dean Martin, Sharon Tate. Because I know that Bruce Lee was involved with that film as well. Obviously, that's sort of shown a little bit in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Wrecking Crew. I think that's the film, isn't it? Might have had Chuck in it. Ah, yeah, there you go. Russell, yeah, the Wrecking Crew. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I have to watch that one again. It's been years since I watched that. I watched it in anticipation for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because I was like, I really have to check out some of the films that Sharon Tate did in her, very short career, sadly. So one of the films I watched sort of to prepare for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when I saw that in cinema was The Wrecking Crew. Yeah. Of course, yeah. This is a lot of people say this is like Die Hard and First Blood and stuff. This is a Christmas movie, and I just noticed the Christmas decoration, so I guess it's time for Christmas. I do have trivia about this scene. I think everybody will know this. But yeah, obviously, especially now in the age of CGI and everything being done digital and whatever, this is just an amazing fact that they actually blew up real houses here in this scene. The houses that they blew up here, they were actually sort of, I think, meant for demolition. They were gonna tear down that whole neighborhood anyway, and so Canon Films got permission to explode, blow up the houses. So they're actually really blowing up the residential area here. So especially again now in the age of CGI where everything is fake, it makes this 10 times better knowing that. So yeah, no trickery, nothing. This is all real explosions. I miss the days of real explosions. CGI explosions are terrible. Excuse me. That's on YouTube. Okay, I have to give it a rewatch then, or maybe I'll find a physical copy of it somewhere. But that's good to know. Once Upon a Time in the West, Henry Fonda. Yeah, Bronson, Henry Fonda, and The Great Escape. Favorite Bronson. Yeah, Once Upon a Time in the West is my favorite. That's my favorite of Bronson's. It's not only my favorite Bronson film, but it's my second favorite movie of all time, followed closely or following Scarface, which is of course my number one film. Here we go, the great. I'm gonna actually risk it and give this a big screen shot where they're gonna blow up the houses here. And that's awesome. As look at it. They're really blowing up the houses again. No CGI, no trickery. This is well, it's sad for the people who live in the houses in the movie. That is because of course, there were abandoned houses in real life. But yeah, fantastic. But yeah, I do love those films. The Great Escape is another fantastic one. Russell, absolutely agree. Love The Great Escape. Oh, that explosion was so big it even lit up my whole living room. Look at that. Oh, freaking love it. Just seen the UK Lone Wolf McQuade Blu-rays bare bones, and they want 15 quid for it. Damn. I got the German one, and apparently Germany, I think, has a newly released media book of it as well, which I consider getting. Which doesn't have many special features as well. They really have to do a deluxe edition with a lot of extras because it's definitely a film that deserves it, along with this one. But yeah. I like how Richard Lynch picks a random house to see. Yeah, just for a laugh. Yeah. I mean, you can't beat this stuff. I mean, there's people. Yeah, people say it's over the top. Yes, he uses the grenade launcher. Let's say that he uses the rocket launcher, which you can only fire one rocket from, and he doesn't reload it. Yes, I know, but still, it's so awesome. Cuban music. Cha cha cha. Here comes. I can't believe it's not April O'Neil, the reporter character. Yeah. You have to pay attention for when the scene comes where he says the famous line, "I'm going to hit you with so many rights, you're going to back for a left," because I do love that quote. It's one of the best lines Chuck ever delivered, in my opinion. Have you seen the Brit prison film Bronson with Tom Hardy? Yes, I have. And yeah, I do know that the real prisoner, Charles Bronson, he named himself after, of course, good old Charles Bronson, the real one. It's a pretty cool film. I do like the story how he was so inspired by, well, Charles Bronson. Well, inspired is well, maybe not the right context to say inspired, but he thought Bronson was so badass that he's gonna name himself after him. So yeah, Blu-ray with no features as a joke. Yeah, yeah, I did point this out. Yeah, the houses were all set for demolition. So yeah, that's it for a new runway or something like that. That's what I read up on. Yeah, indeed. Oh, yeah, here we have the fake cops. Ooh, shotgun action. I do love it when a film uses a good shotgun. Yeah. Same in video games. I always go for the shotgun. I'm a shotgun guy. That's for sure. If there's a shotgun in a video game, I always use it and abuse it because it's so powerful. I'm a big fan of the shotgun. Who does this guy think he is? The Terminator with his shades on? She is very close to being dead, but then they're like, okay, let's get the hell out of here. The real cops are coming. Enter the Ninja is awesome, but Revenge of the Ninja beats it. Yeah, I'd probably rank it like the Domination is my favorite. Then I would probably go for Revenge of the Ninja, and then I would go with Enter the Ninja. But I still love all three of them. And of course, the American Ninja films are fantastic as well with Dudikoff. Yeah, great Canon B movies as well. Again, I can't praise Canon enough. I wish they were still around. I really, really do. It's such a shame what happened. But yeah, they just took on too much. What's the word? They went too big with Superman 4 and Masters of the Universe. It was just too big for them. They should have stuck to Chuck Norris and Charles Bronson films. They just went too big for their britches. Yeah, Tom Hardy did a great job playing playing in Brit gangster film. Oh, The Craze. I haven't seen The Craze yet. That's one that's one that's on my list because Again, a couple of weeks ago, I did the gangster movie stream with Dan and Carlos and special guest Andy for Gun World of Movies, and we did have a British gangster film section, and that one was mentioned, and I'm really intrigued to watch that one. So yeah, sleeps all day when I'm black shades on. Yeah, I bet you were hoping I would do the impression, so there you go. Chuck and Charles, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, exactly. Again, I have a soft spot for Masters of the Universe, but Superman 4 is. It's. I don't hate it, if that makes sense. I don't hate Superman 4, but it's terrible, isn't it? it's it's not good. I think now we're gonna get to the famous quote. Ooh, Confederate flag in the background. That's problematic nowadays. I've been told. Not that I give a shit, but I couldn't care two bits about political stuff, to be honest. I think if Canon hadn't have bought Elstree Studios, the cinema chain in the UK, and cut back on the amount of films they made, I reckon they might as well. Yes, very, very true. Yes, they also owned pretty much all of the cinema chains here in the Netherlands as well, and a lot of sort of rental, VHS rental stuff as well. I mean, I have a lot of tapes that says they're Canon films, but they're not. They just distributed them on VHS. Yeah. Yeah, they just went too big. Like I said, they had too much other business ventures besides their bankable output, I guess. So yeah. Man of Action says, "Well, I live in Finland, and some used Norris movies on DVD are very expensive and rare." Ooh, I own most of them. Still have to catch an Eye for an Eye and Hellbound to my collection. Eye for an Eye you can get from Germany, and Hellbound I think the only release of it is in a triple pack with the Hitman and I can't remember your film. I do have to get that as well because I do need a copy of Hellbound as well for my collection. Lawless with Tom is great in that. Oh yeah, Lawless. Yeah, I've heard that's a pretty good one. That's another one I have to check out. Again, there's so many movies I still have to check out. I've watched a lot of movies, but on the flip side, I still have to watch a lot of movies. But then again, I'm only 27 years old. I still got a lot of years, hopefully, left to catch up on some movies. I'm just getting warmed up, as Pacino would say. This one might just about beat out Commando and Death Wish 3 for the body. Oh, that's a fair point. Although Commando has a pretty strong body count, doesn't it? I'd have to Google that maybe. I think they would come damn close for sure. Don't remember Hellbound being that great, but it was a bit. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, a lot of people either love or like it, or they absolutely hate it and they think it's terrible, dog shit. Again, I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. Like I said, the film is on YouTube for you to watch, so I'm gonna watch it tomorrow before we do the Chuck Norris stream. We'll let you guys know tomorrow what I think of it in that stream. So yeah, because we're probably gonna cover it. So Arnold is great in Raw. Oh, I love Raw Deal. It's pretty underrated. It's not Arnie's greatest, but it's an underrated one for sure. I do like Raw Deal. Yeah, do like Raw Deal. He gets revenge for Scarface for Tony Montana in that one because he kills the actor that played Sosa and Scarface in that one. At least in my twisted mind, I always saw that as a revenge for Tony Montana scene. Where are we? Have I missed the shopping mall scene? No, we haven't. We have had the residential area blowing up, which again was real. And we're now about to get to the famous "I'm going to hit you with so many rights you're going to back for a left" scene. I think that scene is coming up. Or we just had it. Did I miss it? Because remember this guy here, the muscle guy who thinks he's all tough and he's gonna Chuck Norris schools him. Oh no, it's gonna happen. It's about to happen. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I remember now. Oh wait, Oh shit! Topless scene. Topless scene. Topless scene. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, there's a naked woman dancing on the bar there. It's mostly in silhouette, but I'm not gonna risk it. But I'm enjoying them. They look enhanced, but like my good mate Dave, Savage Zombie reviews would agree with me. Tits are tits, regardless. So yeah, she's in frame quite a bit, actually. The naked topless dancer. It's good that I removed the TV screen. Okay, we're safe now. We can add the TV back. There we go. Unless this chick is gonna get topless as well. Oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he got stabbed in the hand, so he's a bit sensitive in the hand. Yeah. Oh, here comes Chuck. Oh, he's gonna make it worse. Where's Rostov? Oh, there it is. There's the line. If you come back, I'll hit you with so many rights, you're gonna back for a left. Again, probably my favorite Chuck Norris line. Getting a little itchy in the ear. There we go. Rivaled only, I think, by his line in Missing in Action 3, where he says, "I don't step on toes, I step on necks." That's a great line. So I did like that line in the third Missing in Action film. Anyway, let's catch up again. Yeah, we didn't have to shop. We still have to go to the shopping mall scene. We now had the famous back for left scene. Oh, here come the muscle guys. They think they can. They think they can beat Chuck Norris, but no chance. Here we go. Oh yeah, the grenade. I forgot about the grenade. Yes. It's not a bloody dot as it was in Tango and Cash. Or is it? I can't remember. No, I think this is the real one, isn't it? Oh yeah, tell Rostov. It's time to die. Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, Canon clearly spent some money on that scene. They did. Like I said, it's pretty. I think it's one of the higher budgeted Canon films. That's for sure. Blues Brothers scene still to come. Love Raw Deal. Yeah, I do as well. Yeah, Paul Chanel. That's the guy. Yeah. And I'm so behind now. Yeah, we had the line. Are we now gonna have the shopping mall scene that's coming up? Yeah. Oh, there's the car. Yeah, the Nissan. Some product placement. I'm sure Canon made some money off that. Nothing tops the Blues Brothers mall chase. That is god tier. Yes, that is a fantastic scene, no doubt about it. Yeah. The days when you could have random nudity like that and was never questioned. Yes, I miss those days. Take me back, please. Doesn't have strip clubs in every movie like Seagal. That's true. That's very true. Seagal has a strip club scene in every effing movie. Love Stick with Burt Reynolds and the late great stuntman Doral Robinson. He asked Burt for a role. Yeah, I've heard, like I said yesterday, there's still a lot of Burt Reynolds films I have to check out. I haven't checked out too many of his films, besides the obvious classics. Deliverance, Smoking the Bandit, stuff like that. There's still, I really have to dive into his career a bit more. It's something that's always sort of escaped me. Yeah, Blues Brothers. Oh yeah, Sleep Tight Sucker. Yeah, that's coming up as well. Yeah, bloody dad. Yeah. He was probably still going through the down payments on that car. Grenade from Chuck will be classed as an act of god damage anyway. Hey, Gregor Jones here. Hey, Gregor, how's it going? Welcome to the Chuck Norris Invasion USA stream. I think Rambo 3 has the highest body count. I think that is definitely that was in the Guinness Book of Records for body count, wasn't it? Or most deaths in a film, or something like that. So yeah, I think it was beat by Rambo 4 though. I think Rambo 4 was even more, um, well, more body count esque, I guess. Driven to yes, Driven to Kill has a very gratuitous strip club scene. Yeah, they get a private show and everything. Seagal and his son-in-law, wasn't it? Yeah. Arnold did a western with Kirk Douglas called The Villain, aka Cactus Jack. Yes, I have heard of that one. That is another Arnold film that I haven't seen. I've only seen bits and clips of it when people mention it, in these sort of retrospective videos on YouTube and stuff. It is one I would really, be intrigued to check out. I've heard Arnold is actually pretty decent in that film for an early one. Although, how would these guys sound in the western? It'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna draw my gun. It's yeah. Would his accent work in a western? That's the thing I'm wondering. But yeah, we shall see. Again, it's one that I have to watch. So it was at the time. Now I think it's the fourth film. It has to be. Wait, what is this in reference to? Oh, the body count. Yeah, yeah, on the body count issue. Yeah. Speaking of which, the body count is rising highly here. Chuck is taking out some Ruskies with his dual mini Uzis. Again, it's always been one of my favorite shots, one of my favorite posters. I wish I had it, but him with the two Uzis with the denim, the shoulder holster contraption that he has the Uzis on it. So it's again, I like the posters where they're just simple, like the Cobra posters, just alone there with the gun and the red background and the matchstick and everything. But it's cool. At the commando posters, just Arnold standing there, holding on to his commando vest with the grenades and everything, and showing off the biceps and whatever. But it's cool, simple but cool. I like the simple posters. They always usually make for some great not modern posters where they just have modern posters aren't great, but I do like the simple action posters from the 80s. Rambo 2 is another one, just Rambo there with the bazooka, right? Well, depending on which poster you have anyway, but I think there's a couple of posters for that one. Raw Deal is another one that has a fantastic poster. It's just Arnie there with a gun and his tank top, if I'm not mistaken. But it's awesome. It's cool. Yeah, welcome, Gregor, indeed. Norris was meant to be in the Delta Force 3 as well, but he didn't want to do it because of that helicopter crash. Yeah, during the making of Delta Force 2, where 4 or 5 people, I think, lost their lives tragically, wasn't it? Yeah. Didn't Die Hard 2 hold the record at one point? I think the people who died on the Windsor Air, really. Oh, yes, a lot of people on that plane. Yes, that's very true. Very true. I think, yeah, that's definitely up there if we take those deaths into consideration for the body count. Yeah. I was a short order cook in the strip. Oh, this smells like a great story. Short order cook in a strip club years ago. That's awesome. I think Missing in Action 3, yeah, I don't know. Oh, did it? You could be right there. You could be right. Yeah. Cactus Jack is an unusual one. It's literally a live action Looney Tunes. Oh, now I gotta see it. Now I gotta see it. Yeah, I think Die Hard 2 did, but they were definitely counting the plane crash. Yeah. Yeah, if you count that, like I said, it's definitely going to be up there for sure. Less is more, yeah. This is in regards to the posters, yeah. A View to a Kill had a high body count. Yes, it did. Christopher Walken machine gunning all them poor miners there at the end. Yeah, pretty brutal. I think that's where Roger Moore was like, okay, this is a bit too much for me. So remember Cactus Jack being a bit silly. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. It's definitely one I would again I would like to see. Like this is a great car chase, great action scene. Chuck doing a lot of the driving himself, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Obviously, I think she has a stunt double for these sequences, but they're done pretty good, I must say. They're not like, speaking of A View to a Kill, they're not like A View to a Kill type of body doubles or stunt doubles, I should say. But yeah, I hate the fact they're making Cliffhanger 2 without director Rennie Harlan. Yes, they should not make a sequel without him, or they should not make a sequel the way that they're planning it, period. Because I think it's going to be his daughter in that film or something. She's going to take over. Yeah. Why not just leave it alone? Cliffhanger was a fantastic movie. It doesn't need a sequel, not a legacy sequel. Maybe it could have used a sequel in the 90s, back when, Cliffhanger was, big and a big moneymaker and whatever. It definitely should have been a sequel in the 90s. But a legacy sequel, I don't really know. Not for me. Not for me. Arnold had a cameo in the Rocks film, The Rundown. His line when they meet is "Have fun." Got to do the impression. I do remember that cameo. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. Exactly. Yeah, Cliffhanger 2 is bound to be shit. Yeah, I don't have much faith for it myself. ITV used to show Cactus Jack and Open Mat, so you ended up seeing things that you shouldn't on trampolines. Yeah, that would definitely be very funny. Oh, he's gonna shoot it. He's gonna shoot him in the dick, I think, again. Yeah, uh, Richard Lynch. Let's give that a close up. Why not? Yeah, don't fuck with Richard Lynch. He likes to shoot people in the dick. Yeah. Yeah, it was ITV. I saw it. I think it was on in the morning. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably the most infamous helicopter crash. Twilight Zone, the movie. Yeah. John Landis really um, took a lot of shit over that, didn't he? Yeah. It's like going to be in Cliffhanger 2. Too much time has passed. As much as I love the first one, I'm not sure the first one is iconic enough. Yeah, I think he's in it, but I think it's going to focus on his daughter, from what I've heard. So they're going to try to make it a strong female character-driven legacy sequel or something like that. So count me out. Sorry, guys, I want to abandon Chuck, but I'm gonna have to run now. We'll catch up on the playback. Have fun. Oh, thanks, Michael, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Do appreciate it, and yeah, have a good remainder of the evening. I will see you soon. Have a good one. Yeah, night, Michael. Indeed. White Line Fever with Jan Michael Vincent and The Mechanic with Bronson did not like the remake. Yes, I wasn't a fan of the Statham remake as well. You can't beat Bronson. They tried with Death Wish as well, and the gore was good in the Death Wish remake with Bruce Willis, but Bruce Willis is no Charles Bronson. I mean, I love Bruce Willis, and it's very sad, of course, what's happened to him nowadays. The illness that he has and stuff. But yeah, nobody should try to replace or remake a Bronson film. It's yeah, they tried it. I mean, the Mechanic was successful enough. They did get a sequel, so I guess that was a successful venture of a remake. But yeah, it's not for me. Not for me. They didn't even try to hide the fact that it wasn't Roger Moore in some scenes. And some scenes, according to people, it's like 50% of the film or something. um, yeah, it's definitely very obvious stunt doubles. Yeah. Indeed. Night, Mike. Have a good one. And leave Laurie Strode alone, will you? She suffered enough. The worst dubbing is an doubling, not dubbing. Doubling is an octopus. You're doing the train sequence. A stuntman has different color hair and it changes between shots. Yeah, that's a bit ropey. I admit. I admit that. Yeah. Still a great scene. Still a great scene nonetheless. Oh, more action. More Uzi action. If you like talking, then think so. There's a video on YouTube showing the helicopter crash. I haven't seen the actual footage of it, but yeah, I'd imagine it's out there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, John Landis, that really hurt him for a bit there, didn't it? That sort of got him a little blacklisted, I think. Not too many people wanted to work with him afterwards. I think even Eddie Murphy didn't really defend him because I think he asked Eddie Murphy to sort of speak on his behalf at the trial, but Murphy refused and led to a bit of a conflict between them. Of course, they would work together later as well on Beverly Hills Cop 3, which then turned out that great. But still, John Landis, good director, that's for sure. I mean, American Werewolf in London, classic. Stone Cold classic. Remember the full body burn scene? Oh, The Burning. Do I ever? Yes, The Burning is a fantastic slasher film. It's I might even prefer it to Friday the 13th. I might go there. Yeah, as in terms of like a summer camp slasher film. Yeah, I would probably have The Burning over Friday the 13th, even though I do love Friday the 13th. There's a video on YouTube of nothing but news coverage of the Twilight Zone crash. I spent an afternoon watching it all at once. I must have been in a morbid mood. Yeah, I wouldn't be in too much of a mood to watch that at the moment. To be fair, yeah, it's yeah, it's a very sad event, of course. Yeah, or event, yeah, tragic happening. Stunt was done by a 17-year-old kid. Yeah, it's rough. Oh yeah, Dalton. Yeah, I do like Dalton. Best Bond by a long way. He will never be matched in my opinion. Well, yeah, my personal favorite, although I'm biased, but because I grew up with him, but it's got to be Roger Moore's my favorite. I would say Sean Connery for me is next because Sean Connery. I love Sean Connery. Um, then I would probably go Dalton third to be honest. And then Brosnan and then Craig. I mean, No Time to Die. It's really left a sour taste in my mouth. When Skyfall came out, 2012, I was like, oh, Craig is like second favorite or something like that now. That's how much I loved Craig when Skyfall came out. But then Spectre was a disappointment. No Time to Die was a huge disappointment. So Craig has really lowered in my ranking. I would even put Lazenby over Craig. So yeah, there you go. Of course, Lazenby has the advantage of being in my favorite Bond film, so there is that. But I do like Dalton. License to Kill is fantastic. Obviously, he loves License to Kill. License to Kill is one of my favorites. Definitely my top 10. The thing with Dalton is I love License to Kill, but I'm sort of meh on Living Daylights. Even though Living Daylights has grown a lot on me over the years, but it used to be really lower ranked for me. But I do appreciate it a lot nowadays, but still not as much as License to Kill, that's for sure. License to Kill is it's something else. Wait, I should read this one out. I'd like to have seen Liam Neeson in Death Wish remake. You think he would have been better? Think he would have been better. Yeah. I do like Liam Neeson. I love his action movies. I picked up a lot of them very, very recently. I love that scene. Didn't work, huh? Now it will. Boom. Sleep tight, sucker. Oh yeah, that's a different movie. That's from Delta Force. But yeah, Liam Neeson. I think Liam Neeson would have been a good choice. I think maybe I would have preferred the film if it was Neeson. Yeah. Although originally I think Stallone was attached for the Death Wish remake with director Joe Carnahan. Is that it? I think he directed The Gray with Liam Neeson, coincidentally. Um, but yeah, obviously that didn't go through, and then Eli Roth came in and stuff. Yeah, but I do agree. Liam Neeson, I think, would have been more enjoyable for me. Another bad stunt is The Sword and the Sorcerer. A stuntman died falling off a cliff. Yeah, cliff. And the shot is in the finish. Ooh, it's in the finish. Yeah, that's pretty disturbing for sure. Yeah, disturbing to watch. As you can see, he falls awkwardly. Yeah, yeah. That sort of is a bit of bad taste when they actually leave something like that in, isn't it? I mean, I already sort of had a bit of a bad taste in my mouth when they showed Bruce Lee's funeral in Game of Death. I was like, that's really disrespectful. I mean, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, at least reshoot it or whatever, because yeah, that's I don't like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that. I did read it out as Cliff, didn't I? Yeah, I did. He was killed in a helicopter crash for Airwolf when he was 23. Ooh, yeah, that's yeah, awful, awful. I do like Airwolf, by the way. It's a great show. Oh, here we go. That's a cool one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought she was gonna hit him a couple more times. I remember sort of Chuck blocking all of her hits. Speaking of cool Chuck vehicles, I mean, I was praising the vehicle he had in Lone Wolf McQuade, but this is a pretty cool, you know, 4x4 truck or whatever it's called, pickup truck. Um, I do like those big, robust, American, 4x4s, pickup trucks. I do have an affinity for those cars. Wish I could afford one, but I shudder to think what the new Bond will be like. Yes, 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 indeed. I have hope, but not as much as I should. Yeah, I have. I'm really. I'm like whatever at this point. To be honest, I really, really love the Bond films. I mean, I've been a Bond fan since I was 6 years old. Love the franchise. Love everything about well, not everything, but love most things about the franchise. It's near and dear to my heart. Is what I try to say. But after No Time to Die, it's we'll see. I've like lowered my expectations, if that makes sense. I've no expectations. Oh, Dirty Harry connection. School bus, children singing "Row, row, row your boat," similar to Dirty Harry. Although I'm missing what's his face, Andrew Robinson slapping a kid in this scene, but other than that, it could be a homage to Dirty Harry. Row, row, row your boat. Probably gonna get copyrighted for that, but yeah, I love the Taken films, especially the first one. The first one is untouchable for me. The second one was still decent, and the third one is a bit of a fugitive ripoff, but still okay. As I rewatched that pretty recently, I found myself enjoying it more than I did earlier. License to Kill is the best Bond film, and Daniel Craig is shite. I'll defend Casino Royale and Skyfall. Those two are amazing films in my opinion. But the rest, yeah, especially as much as I hate No Time to Die, Quantum of Solace, I still hate a bit more because that was my first Bond film in cinema, and I was so disappointed. Luckily, I missed No Time to Die in cinema because of COVID. So yeah, the Death Wish remake had its moments, but it wasn't particularly remarkable. Yeah, definitely. like I said, it had some stuff that was cool. I like the gore and stuff. And Bruce Willis is, even if it is, sort of Bruce Willis on autopilot as he was the last few years. Obviously, we now know a bit more why. It was still, Bruce Willis is always still good, fun to see and stuff. But yeah, he's no Bronson. Bronson, I did too. Is this in regards to Liam Neeson? I'm guessing Liam Neeson. Where will it go as Bond is that? Yeah, well, spoilers, but oh, yeah, Chuck is removing the bomb. It's a bomb. Did you lose this? He sticks it on the hood of the. Yeah, that's awesome. And again, a real explosion. You can't beat real explosions, man. CGI explosions be damned. Once one time in Hollywood is disrespectful to Bruce Lee. Yes, that is a bit of a talking point, isn't it, about that film, about that scene. Again, it's personal sort of opinion on that scene. In my opinion, I get what Tarantino was doing there, and I get that it's supposed to be like his universe and his version of Bruce Lee. It's not supposed to be the real Bruce Lee and stuff. I get that it's Tarantino's own crazy little thing. In that respect, I don't find it disrespectful. And again, there are varying sort of conflicting stories about Bruce Lee really was a little hot-headed, a little sort of egotistical, I guess. And there are reports that says he was none of that. So again, I didn't know the guy, so I don't know. But again, it's film. I'm not offended by films or whatever. Well, except No Time to Die, but most cases, I'm not really offended by films when they portray real people and stuff. It's again, we talked about this when I did the Bruce Lee stream with Dan and Carlos last year. So if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, it's right in there. But it's cinema. It's fiction. It's a fictionalized version. So. The bit with Andrew Robinson on the bus always made me laugh. Well, count me as a sick fuck too, because when he bitch slaps that kid, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Again, it's film. It's film. It's a fantasy. It's not real. So he probably didn't slap the kid for real. I mean, if he did, that would have been a dick move. But I'm stuck. 3 live streams going at once. Wait, Gareth is live. I'm live. Who's live as well? Who's doing a live? Who's doing a live stream? Let me know. I only know that Gareth is live at the moment as well. U.S.A. retro just about to head out, so I'll catch you all later. I'll be joining the Chuck stream tomorrow, though, for sure. Enjoy Chuck kicking ass, yes, or arse, as you guys would say. Yeah, we definitely will. And thanks for tuning in, Mike. And we'll see you tomorrow for more Chuck badassery-ness. Imagine Neeson with the mustache. Neeson just has the charisma, so just like Bronson. I'm trying to picture him with a mustache now. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen him with facial hair or a tash, have I? Maybe with a 5 o'clock shadow, but that's about it, I think, for Neeson. Yeah, I don't think I've ever. Oh wait, Dark Knight or Batman Begins. He has a goatee. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Did like Death Sentence with Kevin Bacon. Oh yeah, that's a great film. Great film. Yeah. Pretty rough at places. Pretty, um, gets you sort of emotionally and stuff. But great film. So a spoof of Enter the Dragon called A Fistful of Yen in the old film Kentucky Fried. Yes, yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah, been ages since I've seen it, but Wait a minute, did Chuck shave? Did he shave his chest hair for this movie? Because I think he did. He was more hairy in Lone Wolf McQuade. I think Chuck might have had a shaving. What's it called? He shaved his chest hair. Let's make it simpler. Might have had a wax or whatever. Because I'm looking there, he has his shirt open. I don't see the chest hair that he had in that picture below me right there. Yeah, we're already 1 hour 18 minutes into this film. This film, like I predicted, is just flying by as well, as was the previous one. Again, some films they sort of tend to drag on a little bit. Like I love Delta Force. Delta Force is great, but it can feel a little long in places. But films like Lone Wolf McQuade and Invasion USA, they're perfectly paced, and Code of Silence as well. They just hit that sweet spot of like being between 90 minutes and like an hour 45. I think this is an hour 45 minutes. This film. Where's my ashtray? Oh, there it is. So yeah, I got plenty of good ideas now, thanks to these two live streams. A lot of people have been saying a couple of things, like a Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal double feature. I think is in the near future for the channel. Code of Silence and Nico Above the Law double feature. I've been getting some great recommendations and ideas and stuff, so I love doing these streams. Always great to talk with so many great like-minded people. It's fantastic. Hey, we're about to go to the finale of this film. Yeah, this was definitely a good idea, doing these watch parties. It's too bad I'm clashing with Gareth at the moment, but what can you do? What can you do? Man of Action. Oh yeah, I'll have to sub to you as well, Man of Action, because I think you're a first-time viewer of the channel. Obviously, I don't have my devices at the moment, but after the stream, I'm gonna definitely check you out and give you a sub. Don't remember to put out you dog and, but oh yeah. Definitely. So I know Michael Myers wants me to do another Bronson month, which I would consider doing. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing Bronson month last year in November, which we might revisit again for this upcoming November, which is still a ways to go. But yeah, people have suggested a Cynthia Rothrock month, which I would be all for. A Chuck Norris month would be in the future. Steven Seagal. Should I do a couple of Steven Seagal watch parties of his straight-to-video films? It would be entertaining just to watch me suffer through them again. But and there's plenty of it. Stone Cold, well, I think was mentioned in the previous stream. Stone Cold is a watch party I would love to do, either on Gareth's channel or mine. But I do love Stone Cold, so yeah. Oh yeah, there's more Christmas decorations here in this scene. This is definitely a Christmas movie, like Die Hard. I will fight anybody who says otherwise. Well, maybe Die Hard is more Christmassy than this. Although I would still probably view this again over the holidays. Yeah, Video Tasty this live. Yeah, Gareth. Again, but I don't know if there's anybody else live as well. I do know that Gareth is live. Yeah. Need to watch more Cynthia Rothrock films. I've only seen the China O'Brien films. Yes, I definitely recommend Sworn to Justice. Because yeah, she shows her melons in that one. Well, little bit anyway. Not full frontal, but you definitely see more of her than you see in any other film. So, Undefeatable is fantastic. It's a great B movie, cheesy, action film. Martial arts film is fantastic. I could recommend you a couple for sure. Nobody. Hey, nobody. Who's nobody? Well, it's nobody. Nobody but nobody. I'm reminded of the spaghetti western. My name is Nobody with Terrence Hill. But anyway, welcome nobody. Favorite Dolph Lundgren movie? I would go for either Showdown in Little Tokyo or um, Red Scorpion would be up there, or Joshua Tree, aka Army of One. Um, Dolph's Punisher movie is a favorite of mine. Obviously, I could go for Rocky Four, but I don't really count that as a Dolph movie because, well, he's not the main actor of it. Just like I don't count the Expendables movies because they're ensemble movies. Him as a solo star, yeah, definitely. Showdown Little Tokyo is an absolute favorite of mine. That is another one I would like to do a watch party of, which I did 2 or 3 years ago. When was it with Gareth? That was one of our first watch parties. Was Showdown Little Tokyo. But I feel like revisiting it again. So I feel as though I've seen Undefeatable because of Red Letter Media. Yeah, Undefeatable is the fight scene of it is very well known. The final fight scene. So yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another great one. Yeah, I Come in Peace, aka Dark Angel with Matthias Hughes. Yeah, do like that one. It's another favorite of mine. Favorite Walken film? Deer Hunter would be there as sort of in terms of favorite performance. Love him in Batman Returns as Max Schreck. King of Comedy, King of New York is a fantastic one. He's done so many. That's the problem. They've all done so many great ones. But yeah, I love Christopher Walken. Pulp Fiction. His scene in Pulp Fiction is fantastic. Hi, little man. Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you. I can quote that entire scene actually, but I'm not going to do that at this moment. But the Dead Zone. The Dead Zone is another fantastic one. The ice is gonna break. Love that film. Oh, my cigarette went out. I have to relight it. Right, those are some of my favorite. Oh, by the way, Franz just mentioned the Dead Zone. Yeah, the Dead Zone is another great one. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't even mention his portrayal in View to a Kill as Max Zorin. You amuse me, Mr. Bond. Well, it's not mutual. Love him as Max Zorin in A View to a Kill. Yeah, Cynthia's. Yeah, like Pacino would say in a movie we watched yesterday. She got a great ass. Yeah, definitely. That's one. Yeah, Deer Hunter, King of New York, Close. I still have to watch it closer. I've only watched it once many years ago on the MGM movie channel. We used to have that in the Netherlands. It was on the MGM movie channel. I saw it there, but I really have to revisit that one because I don't remember anything about it. Not too much anyway, but yeah. Also, Nick of Time, by the way, is another cool walk-in performance as the bad guy against Johnny Depp. Do you like Jeff Speakman? Yes, I do. I do like Jeff Speakman. My namesake. Yeah. Yeah, I love Jeff Speakman. Yeah, Jeff Speakman's The Perfect Weapon is very, very underrated 90s action B movie. Um, Definitely miles above the Steven Seagal Perfect Weapon film. Definitely for sure. I will have to check out more with him, but what I've seen, sort of the little filmography I have seen of his, I do like Jeff Speakman. So yeah, nice understated, more impressive. Oh, thanks. I was going for a little understated. Yeah, it's yeah. Thanks, friends. Great ass line as an ad lib by Al. Yes, it certainly is, and really shocked Hank Azaria. Certainly did. Yeah. Get to the chopper. Oh, sorry, I just saw a helicopter there. I was reminded of Arnold. There's a couple of helicopters there. Well, look at all those muzzle flashes. A lot of gunfire here. Freaking love it. M60s, M16s. Got everything here. Are you not entertained? As a ad lib by Russell Crowe. I did not know that. I do love that film. I love Russell Crowe in that film. It's I saw it 2 years ago. Was it for the re-release for the anniversary? Um, might even been 3 years ago. Bloody hell! But I saw it on re-release on the big screen. I love Gladiator. Fantastic soundtrack by Hans Zimmer. Um, yeah, absolutely love it. But I did not know that that is a ad lib line. Again, you learn something new every day. Say, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Oh, I suppose you want me to do the impression of it. I actually got that clip as well here on StreamYard, so I'll do the impression and I'll play the clip. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. And now here for the real deal.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
It's a spitting image, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, I still had that clip from when I did my Pacino stream before I did the review series. So I still have that here on my StreamYard thingy. So it's good that you mentioned that one. That's a clip I had ready. I'm just getting warmed up. Just feel free to ask me to do some more Pacino or anything. I'm like a monkey. You can poke me with a stick and say, do this, do that. Just name an impression. I can probably do it. Well, I can't do every single person, human being, every actor on planet Earth, but there's a fair few I can do. That's for sure. I'll let you know once you'll hit an impression that I can do. It seems like what is going on in the street is way more epic than the office cubicle. Chuck should be in the battle. Yes, even though this is still a pretty good, solid, entertaining action scene. A lot of gunfire, a lot of action. But yeah, the street scene is more grand, more epic, more spectacle, isn't it? But yeah, you can't go wrong with Chuck and his dual Uzis, which he's now tossing away. But he's gonna exchange it for. Wait a minute, where is it? I thought he was gonna pick up the bazooka now. Anyway, he's gonna get a bazooka. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh no, wait, that's an yeah, that's an assault rifle. He's gonna get the bazooka soon, or the rocket launcher, or the RPG, or whatever name you wish to give it. Oh, that's a cool gun. Yeah, with a grenade launcher as well. Yeah. Say hello to my little friend. Reminds me of Scarface. Denzel Washington is great in American Gangster with Russell Crowe. Yes, that is a movie that I do absolutely love. It took me a couple of years to get around to that one, but I did finally watch that 3 or 4 years ago at this point, and I do really love it. So yeah, no worries. Again, I can do a lot of impressions. Just feel free to ask. I'm never going to turn down doing an impression of well, somebody that I can do an impression of. So yeah. Godfather 3 I did not like most people. It's okay. It's nowhere near Godfather 2 and Godfather 1, but it's still a well-made movie. It's still well acted and so well, except for Sofia Coppola. But it's okay. It's yeah. It's pretty much what Fran says. It's fine as a standalone, but as a sequel, doesn't quite work. I don't think Coppola should have made. Yeah, I do agree with that. It was a cash grab, but not as much as the director's cut or the Coda cut. Honestly, I watched the recut of Godfather 3, and yeah, that was a real cash grab, even more than Godfather 3 the movie. The real cop uh, became Godfather to his son. Oh yeah. I've read that trivia about American Gangster. Yeah, true. Paramount actually offered the Godfather 3 to Stallone. Yeah, I think Stallone was offered. Was it the Andy Garcia character? I don't. Yeah, I know that Stallone was offered a role in the Godfather 3. Um, I can't remember which one, but I think that's true. Yeah, yeah. Paramount tried really hard to court Stallone in the early 80s. I think the only film he made for them was Staying Alive. I think you're correct there. I don't remember any other Paramount films with that Stallone had involvement in. No, I was thinking maybe Oscar, but no, that's a different company behind that one. Um, yeah, I'll have to browse my Stallone collection, but I don't remember any, you know, major Paramount films in there. Pacino certainly has a few, and De Niro as well. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, Yam Yam is back. Yeah, yeah. How do you decide what film to watch? For me, it's tricky because I have a large collection, so I tend to sometimes sadly not watch a film because there's so many. Um, are you referring to in terms of the watch parties or sort of like when I'm from day to day when just pull out a movie from my collection or whatever? Because obviously for the watch parties, I try to plan it a little bit. Obviously, I did a lot of Charles Bronson watch parties in November because I declared it, the month of Charles Bronson, November, Charles Bronson's birthday, etc. And of course, today is Chuck Norris's birthday. So I was like, yeah, let's have some Chuck movies. If you're referring to from day to day, well, I pick up a lot of movies and I usually watch the movies that I pick up. Well, usually I always watch the movies I pick up, but usually I always watch them in the month so I can talk about it a little bit in the update, the collection update videos. And when I'm on a kick of a certain actor or whatever, I just pull out a lot of his films and I'll go through that. Or on a kick of a certain director or whatever, I pull out a lot of his films. And of course, the streams help that I do with Dan and Carlos. When they say, we're going to do a gangster stream, I'm going to watch a lot of gangster streams in preparation. And when they say, we're going to do a Al Pacino stream or a Stallone stream, whatever, I just pick out, their filmography and watch them all. I try to watch them all anyway. So that's how I do it. Yeah, like I said, from day to day, it's like whatever fancies might tickle, I guess. when I wake up and I'm like, yeah, today I want to watch a Pacino film, I pull out a Pacino film. It's I do have to admit, sort of recently, I've used a spinning wheel app. I put a lot of films on the spinning wheel and let the spinning wheel sort of decide the movie I'm going to watch. Sort of adds a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? A little suspense. Like, oh, what film is it going to be? Like, it doesn't depend on me. It depends on that thing or whatever it says I'm going to watch. But yeah, there's multiple ways, but usually it's just whatever I'm in the mood for, to be honest. So yeah. Of course, he was originally involved with Beverly Hills Cop, but we know what happened there. Yes, we do. We certainly do. Um, he pretty much wanted to do Rambo takes Los Angeles or Beverly Hills for that one, but obviously Paramount said no, that's not what we want. So yeah, they did part amicably. They didn't sort of there wasn't a big dispute or whatever. They just went their separate ways, and Stallone took the material he had, and of course that ended up being Cobra. So yeah. Fantastic explosions lighting up the entire fucking room here. Fight scenes with Frank Stallone, with Rock and Barfly, yeah, they were great. I absolutely agree. They were pretty cool. Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much what Russell says. Whatever the mood is, makes me decide what to watch. Yeah, that's me 90% of the time anyway. Yeah, if I'm not preparing for a big stream or something. Great interview with Frank Stallone, the Australian Barfly Blu-ray. I have to check if my German Blu-ray has that as well because I'm not sure. But yeah, that's great. It's is that the Umbrella Blu-ray? I think Umbrella released that, didn't they? I think that might be Umbrella. Oh wait, oh, we're about to get to the. Oh yeah, we're a couple of minutes away from the end credits. We're gonna get Richard Lynch's comeuppance death, whatever you want to call it. Oh yes, Chuck is sneaking up behind him. He has the RPG. Yeah. You hear that sound? That means you're fucked. It's time. Love that. Gotta give that a close up. Awesome. And credits, yeah, that's all you need. Perfect ending. Who needs closure? Just blow up the bad guy and roll credits. That's it. Yeah. Invasion USA, a Golden Globus production. Hallowed be their name. Golden Globus. Canon Films. Yeah. What a fantastic movie. I enjoyed every minute of this once again. The Godfather 3 was originally the star Stallone and John Travolta. Okay. I guess I was at the point where Pacino was sort of going back and forth if he wanted to return. And then I think Coppola threatened him to call the movie The Death of Michael Corleone and start on his funeral. And then Pacino was like, okay, Francis, you pull me back in. I'm going to come back. Yeah. Thanks, William Bronson. I'll try that spinning wheel idea. Thanks. I moved my collection around many times in different ways. Now everything is mixed. Mixed that way, I don't need to keep moving them around. Okay. I've always got my collection sort of sorted by actors. You know, I got my Stallone collection, I got my Van Damme collection, go on and on and on. And within the collection, they're alphabetically. So with Stallone, my collection starts with Avenging Angelo or Assassins, one of the two. So yeah, that's how I do it. I do it by actor and then alphabetically within that group, within that. Yeah. Oh wait, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, the Australian Blu-ray, and he talks about how if he got an acting gig for every time somebody told him he was great in Barfly, he'd be a lot more successful. I bet. Yeah, because he was great in that. So yeah, to be fair. Via Vision did the Australian Blu-ray. Okay, I thought it was Umbrella. It seems like something Umbrella would have done, but yeah, there you go. I wonder how the people fighting in the streets end up. Yeah, we don't get closure to that, do we? Yeah. See, do I recognize stunt people in this? Or have we already gone to that? Sound effect editors, sound effects recorders, Foley editors, dialogue editors, ADR, music supervisor. Second unit. Oh, Newt Arnold. That's a name I recognize. Newt Arnold. He, of course, I think directed Bloodsport with Van Damme. So he was a Canon stable. Oh, Gareth, Merry Christmas. Yes, it's not Christmas until Richard Lynch gets blown up, right? Yeah. Dick Clark did an interview with Frank Stallone on American Bandstand. I've not heard that. It's something I have to check out as well. The Godfather Part 3, yeah, I really miss Robert Duvall. That was definitely the biggest thing that was missing, right? And in Godfather 3 was no Duvall. That was huge loss for the film. They should have worked out a deal with him so he could come back. I mean, I think he only won like $2 million dollars more. He wanted sort of equal paycheck as Pacino, but yeah, they refused. He should have made him an offer he couldn't refuse, but yeah. Anyway, Invasion USA is over. I'm gonna hit stop. Remove the camera. Remove from stage and go back to regular layout. There we go. Anyway, yeah, Robert Duvall sadly missed in Godfather 3, that's for sure. Oh yeah, yeah, is your stream over? It is, yeah, okay. So I'm going longer than Garrett, yeah. Anyway, this late, it is, what is it? 12:30 a.m. So it's past midnight. It's about time to go to bed. Tried putting actors together, genres together, same colors together, same labels together, all labels, which was difficult to do. A to Z, English films together, Japanese together, etc. Yeah, like again, I got it by actors, and then I got like my spaghetti western collection, like genres, right? My horror collection, my giallo collection. I got stuff like that as well. So I sort of group everything into a, you know, into a group, if that makes sense. Christmas has come early. Yes, indeed. It's not Christmas until Richard Lynch gets blown up or until Hans Gruber falls off the Nakatomi Plaza, which we had last month, didn't we, Gareth? So, or 2 months ago by this point. I'll watch the rest of Gareth's stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have to catch up on Gareth's stream. Obviously, I was busy myself here, but I'll catch up as well. See if Gareth said some bad things about me. I check everything. You might think, Jeff is doing his stream. He won't catch us. Oh, yes, I will. I will, Gareth. I will catch the playback. Anyway, Invasion USA is over, sadly. I wish there was an hour more of Invasion USA because I was enjoying it so much, but there's always the rewatches. Yeah, Gareth's stream. Thanks, friend. There's some things in their film you should like. Oh, sounds interesting. I'll definitely have to catch up on it. Abe Vigoda and The Godfather did Barney Miller after that. Fish. It's a Sicilian message. Luca Brasi sees with the fishes. I think it's a reference to that line. He also makes DVDs for Blu-rays that put all formats together apart from VHS and Laserdisc. Yes, like in my Stallone collection, there's like my DVDs and Blu-rays, sort of grouped together. Yeah, I do have the DVDs and Blu-rays together. The only thing I sort of have separately is the 4Ks. I have a separate section for my 4K Blu-rays. That's the only thing I have separate. And yeah, my VHS collection, which is upstairs at the loft in a box. I should really get them out of a box and display them somewhere. But room is an issue. Space. Yeah. But yeah, apparently VHS is. I think Garrett is going to have a good retirement fund with those VHSs because I've heard VHSs are going for good money again. So remember, there was a time where you couldn't give them for free, but yeah, glad I held on to my VHSs. I'm sure Gareth is as well. He also, yeah, answered that already. So yes, I do. Never saw Barney Miller. I don't think it aired here. Yeah, I haven't seen Barney Miller either. So that's another one that's unknown for me. Yeah, as will I. As will I. Yeah. I like Bette Midler. Can't fucking talk anymore. It's definitely time for bed. I like Bette Midler, good actress. Love Hocus Pocus. Yes, I do like Hocus Pocus. I agree. Ooh, Barney Miller. I thought I saw Bette Midler. Oh, yeah. I can see why that's why that's confusing. So again, I'm gonna drop the link for. I can't find anymore. I was gonna drop the link again for the stream tomorrow, but I think all of you got the point. Tomorrow is gonna be a big Chuck Norris stream on Dan's Movie Cave, so head over to that channel tomorrow at about 7:30 p.m. GMT for a big Chuck Norris discussion about his entire career and stuff. So looking forward to that. Most of my VHS tapes went in a landfill. Ooh, that's yeah. Like I said, I'm glad I held on to them because there's definitely a big nostalgia factor involved with VHSs. Do you have a favorite format? Personally, I put the film before the format, but I do prefer Blu-rays. Got a soft spot for DVDs. Yeah, for me as well, it's all about the movie itself. If it's a great shiny edition and a great print or whatever, that's fantastic. But it's always the movie that comes first for me. But I would say Blu-ray. I would say Blu-ray. Yeah, 4K is excellent as well. I mean, I've always been up until very recently been sort of like 4K. Is there really much of a difference? This and that. Yes, there is. It is more clearer. It is more sharper. Um, there is certainly a noticeable difference. Not as noticeable as the jump from DVD to Blu-ray. I have to admit that, but I was definitely surprised with how good 4Ks can look. Like I said, I was not a believer for a long time, but I'm definitely a believer now. It's not like I buy every movie in 4K. I still do fine with Blu-rays and DVDs, but for the special movies, for the movies that are like in my top 10, top 20 movies of all time, I definitely make an exception and get a 4K of those. So yeah. And I would say Blu-ray overall is my favorite format. I have tons of Blu-rays, so yeah. For fuck's sakes, friends. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna. I thought Gareth wouldn't be too pleased with hearing that. So, love Bette Midler in The Rose, based on Janis Joplin. Saw Janis at Woodstock '69. What a performance! Yeah, I bet. I bet. Not all of them. Smokey and the Bandit 2 and RoboCops are. Oh yeah. Well, Smokey and the Bandit 2 is okay, but RoboCop is definitely one that we're glad that has survived because it's a stone cold classic. A lot of nostalgia there. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Anyway, caught up with the comments for almost 2 hours into the stream. Probably gonna wrap it up at exactly 2 hours. I'm just gonna finish my cigarette. So time for a few more comments. Put them in while you can, as I'm about to refill my glass again. There we go. Anyway, yeah, we've had a blast tonight, literally and figuratively, because there was a lot of explosions tonight and a lot of gunfire. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself watching the two, greatest for me Chuck Norris films. Again, it depends on what day of the week you ask me if I prefer Invasion USA or Lone Wolf McQuade. They're both itching for the top spot. They're both competing. I love them both so much. And yeah, tomorrow I'll probably give my top 10 ranking or top 5 ranking or whatever of Chuck Norris. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself watching these movies again. Definitely made the right call doing a watch party of them. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well, and as well to the people that might watch us on playback. I thank you for watching it on playback. Yeah. Let's see, we have Yam Yam, great streams, 101 Bronson. I have a couple of 4Ks, maybe 40 or so. But I own Scarf 18 times. Well, even I don't own it that much. I got the DVD, I got the Blu-ray, I got the 4K. That's it. But yeah, that definitely shows your dedication right there. Yeah. 4 of those are 4K different editions. Yeah, I only have the standard 4K edition. I was tempted to go with the deluxe edition. It came with the World Is Yours statue, but I don't know. It was quite expensive, but yeah. Night all has been fun. Yeah, it definitely has been. Have a good one, France. It's about time to wrap it up. It's time for bed. Time to hit the sack. Oh wait, did I fucking miss? Oh yeah, I missed a few comments here. Got the smoke. Where's the pancake? Is that a reference I'm not getting? Where's the pancake? That's what she said. Did I say something to provoke that? Smokey and the Bandit 2 was the first VHS I ever had, so I had to keep that one. Oh yeah, that's definitely understandable. Definitely understandable for sure. And then Russell says, love pancakes and ketchup, as much as I like bologna and whipped cream, but I have none. Another great stream. Yeah, have a good night, Russell, as we are going to wrap this up. We're doing this for 2 hours now, so it's about time. Yeah, I have the Wall is Your statue one. Yeah, that's one I was tempted with, but again, I had to let it go because I couldn't afford it at the time. Yeah, I wish I could, but still, we have it on 4K, and like I said, it's the movie that counts for me. It's great when you have a special edition with a lot of bells and whistles, but it's all about the movie. First and foremost for me. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's about it for me. As Matthew is, good morning, Matthew. Matthew's just starting his day, and we're about to end our day. Don't buy any DVD or Blu-rays much. Good night, Jeff. Yeah, thanks, Matthew. Matthew is the VHS guy, obviously. Non-bloody fancy VHS tapes, or that's how you call them, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Yam Yam. Thank you, Russell, Franz, Gareth. I will watch your stream on the playback. Bob McCall. Mike user one retro. What else do we have here? Michael Myers. I have to scroll back a lot for them. Oh yeah, here was Mike user one retro. Not finding a Michael Myers comment, but he was here. So thanks everybody who joined. Just time for this last comment. Mo Howard from the Three Stooges made a horror film. I did not know that. That does sound interesting. But anyway, that's it for me for this one. Have a good one. And don't let Chuck Norris haunt your nightmares like it did Richard Lynch, because, yeah, you see how that turned out. Anyway, check under your bed for Chuck Norris before you go to bed. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care. Keep punching. We'll see you all soon. Hopefully tomorrow for the Chuck Norris career celebration live stream over at Dance Movie Cave. Anyway, take care, guys. See you soon.